All right, so I was going over some stats here on some storms. We have tonight looking at severe weather across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. More rain in the south for Florida and the Panhandle. Showers and storms across Oklahoma's Panhandle as well. And the Northern Plains, North Dakota, is just now starting to see some shower activity, possibly severe as we speak. No watches in effect for any severe thunderstorms. So these right here, this red, and this is what I was looking at earlier. These are heat warnings, heat advisories, excessive heat warnings. And I said this on Friday when I was talking about our temperatures and how the South is definitely going to stay hot. You guys are not getting away from the grips of summer anytime soon. No word on any kind of hurricane at this time as well. We've had a very, very, very slow start so far to August. And taking a look at our GFS forecast, moving ahead forward, the East Coast is going to continue to see showers and storms by midweek as well. Let's go back a little bit further here. So let's start off tonight. Showers rolling across the Great Lakes right now as we speak. This area showing us some chances of rain into the northeast is very low. Going into Tuesday, tomorrow, much of the East Coast will be inundated with slight chance for showers, really. The heaviest will be in Pennsylvania, western New York, and closer to the mid-Atlantic states. DC area, New Jersey, Philly, New York City. Definitely seeing some rain tomorrow. Wednesday, midweek, kind of the same area gets hit the whole time and then moves off finally into the East Coast. More rain across the South developing, more storms and showers across the Ohio Valley. That moves out quickly into Thursday, and we're trying to see some high pressure set up, but these low pressure systems are really taking over. This is by Friday. Once again, the East Coast will be struggling with rain showers again. Heavy rain through Kansas into Missouri, as widespread showers possible again for the Northeast and all of the East Coast. Chances of rain up until Saturday morning, and then finally that system moves away. But another low pressure, very heavy rain moving through Nebraska and also South Dakota into Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. That storm shifts off to the north, heads out to Canada, and we get the tail of that moisture in the northeast by early next week on Monday. Now, here we are on the 19th, still not any indications yet of this tropical storm that we are keeping our eyes on. More rain refiring up in the atmosphere once again for the East Coast and through the Midwest. Again, Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin. A lot of this rain staying to the north, and the south, southeast is also going to continue to see chances for rain almost on a daily basis. Boy, this gets really confusing here towards the end. So here's Thursday, August 22nd. We are not yet in a storm condition for this low pressure system that we have approaching us. Let me point it out right there. And according to that pressure read, that's not a hurricane. That's just a really heavy tropical storm right now. This thing is actually moving due west, all right, on the 23rd of August. And here's what it's starting to do that we saw in the worst case scenario. Not moving very fast, not moving at all hardly, and almost kind of getting its crap together down here in the Gulf. So earlier last week, this thing was just a Cat 1 going across Florida and raking the East Coast. That's got a pressure of 954. That's about a Cat 2 right there, folks. Cat 3. August 27th. This could be our first named storm, and this would also be the latest. If this thing starts to develop like it does, I'd say this is close to storm. This would be right about here, this day here. So the 25th of August is potentially the chance of a first named storm but that's not even an Atlantic hurricane anymore, actually. So never mind. We still don't have an Atlantic hurricane as of this point. 26th of August. This thing here in the Gulf was expected to stay east and go up the coast. Now, let's move forward. 27th. This storm right now, 9:48, 9:46, as it approaches Houston, Texas. This thing's forecasted to make landfall Wednesday, August 28th. And this storm, folks, and this has to be just an early run at it. I don't think I've ever seen a storm do this before. So I this is way too far out. I mean, we are August 12th, and right around here, the 23rd is when this storm starts to get some kind of organization right here. August 23rd. As it enters the Gulf, according to this GFS forecast, and by the way, we got to watch out California. We're not even talking about that, are we? Look at this. This storm weakens as it makes landfall towards, that's right, folks, Southern California could possibly be hit by a Pacific tropical depression. Now, the pressure does not indicate this is a hurricane coming towards California. It's a hurricane right there, but by the time we get to the 26th, now look at this. We've got two low pressure systems making impact on the lower 48. The first time we talked about that, one storm was here and one storm was here. All we know is that the GFS has been showing us that there's going to be a storm near the United States around the 20th through the 28th. Now GFS is trying to tell us that there are two parts of the United States that could be affected by two different storms, one in the Gulf and one in the Pacific. But watching this storm get stronger as it heads to landfall is a little bit troublesome. And I'm pretty sure that we're watching this now, but at the same time, it is still about 15 days out. Now, the only thing that we can say about this particular model run is that the worst case scenario model showed us back around the 1st of August that we were going to have a bad storm. It did show us that. In fact, that one was the worst, where it just stood on the east coast of Florida and stayed there for a little while and then grinded on the east coast. And then last week we had a model run where we saw another possibility of the hurricane coming across. Let me pause it. We had indications that we were going to see a storm somewhere around here and then go through Florida and then up the coast till the 26th, 27th to have that baby right here. Now GFS 18Z is trying to say this thing is heading towards Houston. So let's see what the 0 says. 0 is not really agreeing with the 18, but the 18 usually is right. And let's hope the 18 is right, I guess, to this point. Because if not, we've got a big, giant tropical rainmaker heading right at New Orleans. That would be worst case scenario if you ask me. They don't need more rain down there. They're trying to dry out. So for now, let's stick with the 18Z. It's usually the one we use the most anyway. We don't ever use the other. We show the other just in case there's something we need to keep an eye on. But one thing that I'll give credit to that 0 is that we had seen this storm a few weeks back, and now it's coming to fruition that there is something major on the horizon in the Gulf. And I guess we'll just have to see by Wednesday night, our next broadcast, on how much more this thing develops and the confidence. But right now, they're talking about a 946 pressure on inland, possibly a Cat 3 storm, maybe higher. So lots to keep our eyes on, folks, definitely. And just the motion of the storm, like I said, this is why I think this is just too early to be looking at this far away. But the way this storm moves, and it tracks west. the way it does. I guess the high pressure system is clockwise, correct? Either way, something is allowing this storm to travel to the west. And I've just never seen a storm shoot. When's this thing going to make a turn? When was the last? Let's do some research too, guys. Mario, is my eyes deceiving me, or is this storm heading towards El Paso? I mean, just to see a storm. Look, that's a 977 pressure, guys. This is on the 27th of August, 28th.
It's a while to go to develop. So.
Mario, do you want to come over here and say hello to everybody?
Yes,
I think I did my my weather bit. Temperatures. You know, this thing always messes with me.
It's always.
Where is it at?
I just
Here's my
hate
regions.
live sometimes, Jake. Sometimes it's just too challenging to be live. We're not professionals, but we do our best with no studio.
I'd say so. I'd agree with you on that.
I'd like to thank our super chatters tonight. Justin L popped in. We haven't seen him in a while. NWO Dispatcher as well said the Bolsonaro was implying that people should eat less, not poop.
No, it says in the article to poop every other day. He clearly states it. Go to what's up with that. He does say we should poop every other day.
Everyone's going to be pooping less soon, right? Anyway.
And by the way, it is, wow, look at these triple high pressure systems setting up in the Atlantic. So that is what is allowing this storm to stay on that westerly track, is because that high pressure is rotating in that direction.
You have to talk about rain all the time. Deke,
go for it.
And your rain. Some people are left dry, high and dry, wanting rain. But SoulQuest has done a super chat for an umbrella or whatever.
A Cleveland Browns umbrella, I'm sure.
So I thought that was funny. Let's see. You know, it was funny when we had the little glitch with my low voice. Hi, Jim.
Well, Mario, I just think it's really nice that you can take time out of your day to give us the
do you understand how mortified no one understands? It's just me, I guess.
It is what it
anyway,
is, Mario.
I'm going to pull this video when it's done.
I wouldn't even do that.
Fix it. I need to fix it, Jake. I can't have the nonsense. It needs to be fixed. I did it last week. Why not? Right? So if it disappears, it'll be bad. Don't worry. Okay. So, but Joey said about that, if you're going to be serious all the time, he'll unsubscribe and go watch panda videos.
Well, we might make a couple of puppy and panda videos just so YouTube will leave us alone for a little bit. So don't be weirded out if you guys see a puppy video for some reason.
Well, you know, cat memes go really well. We have the global cool cats, right, Jake?
We do.
That's how I tried desperately. If you're new to this channel, a while back, I created global cool cats, cat memes, GSM cat memes, to try to get my friends and family to not think I'm just some crazy climate person denying CO2. But it just didn't work. I thought since every time I'd share a cat meme, it would be effective, but no, it wasn't. It saddened me, Jake. I think that's all I got. I really don't. Oh, Mark said, he popped in, he said no triple digit heat in Nevada near Reno so far yet this summer.
Yeah, he's like the third person that I've seen chime in and say that. Am I missing something here? But I can't get to the temperature side of things.
It's the whole.
Speaking of temperatures,
we're live and it's all.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Weird. I must be doing something weird. So
it's like Gremlins live. That's why I was like, maybe we should just do it without the Gremlins and then premiere it instead. But the
Gremlins came in and slowed your voice down. So
what do you guys like these entertaining glitches, or do you want us to like premiere? Let us know in the comments.
Yep, we can do either.
What else? Oh, And then we had a new guy come in the chat. He's like, "Get ready for what's coming. No one believes me." His username. His girlfriend wants to break up with him over climate change, but he ends his sentence with, "She refuses to read."
And that's it. That's it, man. That's it.
Oh, God.
And we talk about this all the time. When you tell people, "Hey, what if I could show you the raw data of what's happening with the climate, cooling, global, whatever?" Would you then at least look at the other side? And I guess I'd be interested. But then you bring them the data, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't have time for all that." But yet they're going to believe the narrative of the mainstream and celebrities who are brainless and only do things. Folks, listen. They do this because they're paid to do it. They don't know what they believe in. Their souls have been sold to the devil, and they're bought. All right? Let's make that clear. I wish everyone could understand that. It'd be a lot easier to relay our message if folks realize that these folks that Bill Nye, George Clooney, Robert De Niro, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, all those people, they're paid. They don't speak for themselves. They do what that paycheck tells them what to do. Just remember that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning for our solar, earth, and space weather update. And we will be live again Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the bell where it says all notifications, not personalized. We think that'll help get the notifications out better. Please like us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter at Grand Solar Men. That's at Grand Solar Men. Again, till our next show, guys, we will talk soon.
Do you like this show? Give us a thumbs up. Want to support us more? Share to your favorite social media platform. Buy a t-shirt or become a Patreon. All links are in the description below.